What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Forever News! Okay, people, as y'all know, Jump Festa 2021 has been going down this weekend, and I want to say that this is going to be my last coverage of everything that was announced and everything that went down at Jump Festa 2021. We got a few more stories to talk about in this one. In particular, the author, the creator, the mangaka of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda, had a big, very important message. If you're a One Piece fan, especially if you're reading the manga right now, you're going to want to hear this. The man himself, Eiichiro Oda, had something to say, and yeah, it's pretty freaking important and impactful. I mean, 1,000 chapters right around the corner, baby, so we're going to be talking about that. We also got a controversial comment from the author of Dragon Ball Super, or I guess one of them, if you want to count Toriyama as the author as well, whatnot. Toyotaro, he had something to say about Dragon Ball Super, and it's making some people feel a certain way in regards to what he said and the quality and the future of Dragon Ball Super, but we will be talking about that. We got some unfortunate controversy that I wasn't going to address, but a lot of people have been urging me that it's important that I address it regarding harassment that led to one of the animators of the Black Clover anime speaking out. So we're going to briefly touch up on it. Again, I don't want to give too much time to it because the scumbag that's been harassing the animators doesn't deserve it. But again, I feel as though it's my duty to kind of put a little light on this because it's just not right. So we'll be talking about that. And then another Shonen Jump series has come to an end. So we'll be talking about that. And yeah, this seemingly is going to wrap up Jump Festa 2021. But without further ado, let's jump into this episode of Forever News! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it. Okay, people, so for starters, let's start off actually with the comments from Toyotaro regarding Dragon Ball Super. Now, y'all know the Moro arc of the manga just recently wrapped up. That's the next arc that follows the Tournament of Power and the Broly film, if you count that as an arc or whatever, you know, the Broly movie that came out a couple of years ago now. It just recently wrapped up, and for the most part, a lot of the direction and the writing was by Toyotaro. Of course, Akira Toriyama has his influence and whatnot, but Toyotaro handled it, and for better or worse, it was a good chunk of it his ideas, his storytelling, and this is what he had to say regarding that. Toyo's impression on the Moro arc. Unlike the Tournament of Power arc, no one knew what was going on, so it was very intimidating, but at the same time, it was a lot of fun to draw. There's been many trial and error while I was drawing this, but I think this was the best story I could express. And some people are having problems with that. Some people are not fond of that because a lot of people don't like the Moro arc. Like, there's some good and bad to it. Personally, I enjoyed a lot of it, especially the first half of the Moro arc. It felt like, yo, this is King Piccolo, but on another level, this is crazy. He's bodying Goku and Vegeta. It was just like towards the end where what seems par for the course for Dragon Ball Super arcs, that for whatever reason in the end, it just becomes like one big giant shit show, a la like, you know, the Goku Black stuff. People are not fond of Future Trunks having that sword, the Spirit Bomb sword, and all these other crazy things that happen, but that was my main gripe with it. But there's a lot of people that really despise the Moro arc, and especially because the ending was the way it was, they regard it as like just a bad arc in general. So this makes people feel a certain way of like him saying this is the best story that he could express. Basically, this is the best story he could come up with, which kind of sets the bar. So like if Moro is the best that he could come up with, which to be honest with you, I don't think that's exactly what he was meaning. I think he was referring to in terms of what he had at the time and creating the story with the concept he was given and whatnot. But again, the logic that people have is if Moro is, let's just say 7, for example, out of 1 through 10, and that's the best that he could do is 7, we only got up until a 7 unless he could outdo that. So again, I want to say that he was more so saying that this is the best story I could come up with in terms of like them giving him this idea, this is the structure, maybe this is the bullet points, and then he had to fill in, you know, from point A to point B, how do you get there and whatnot. That's what I'm assuming he meant. And at the end of the day, I think that the Moro arc was very strong in the beginning, so you cannot discount that. I hate how people like to say like, because let's just say they're not happy with the ending of a series or the ending of an arc or a storyline or whatnot, that everything else is diminished. No, Moro started really strong, and if Toyotaro can do an arc like that and keep it consistent from that beginning to end of like just being great, that would be a classic Dragon Ball arc, because again, Moro started off amazing. It was a lot of lore going into the Supreme Kai of Kais, or whatever the heck you want to call him, Daikaio. There was a lot of good stuff there. It's just, again, like, I don't know what happened towards the end where it was like, Well, we kind of lost the plot here. But still, nevertheless, shouts out, because I always gotta say, no matter my criticism of Dragon Ball Super, and believe me, I've had it, I will probably continue to have a lot of criticism of Dragon Ball Super moving forward. I'm always just genuinely happy to have Dragon Ball in 2020. I never thought in a million years there would be a new storyline, official story of Dragon Ball running serialized in my adulthood. So I am always happy and grateful that we actually have this regardless. So shouts out to Toyotaro, Akira Toriyama, and all them regardless, because I love being able to see the characters I grew up with, even if there's some problematic aspects and I'm like, whoa! Moving forward, let's talk about the Shonen Jump manga that is ending, that it has just been announced it has ended, which this was very abrupt. I don't think there was any lead up. There was rumors about it ending, but I didn't hear any concrete things. But We Never Learn has officially ended after 3 years of serialization, 187 chapters and 21 volumes. Volume 20 will be out on January 4th, and the final volume 21 will be out on March 4th. I'm not sure, did We Never Learn ever get an anime? That's a long time to last in a Shonen Jump and not get an anime if it didn't. Again, maybe it fell under the radar for me or whatnot, but that's crazy. And yeah, this might be, I want to say this should be the final casualty of Shonen Jump manga, or just manga in general, ending in 2020. We Never Learn seems to be the final one, so yeah, I feel bad for the people that enjoy it and love it. It's like, it's always a bad feeling in a way when a series ends, regardless if it was a good ending or not, but 2020 made sure to take one more manga with it, one more bad moment before we wrap things up, huh? Okay, so next up, let's talk some of the Black Clover controversy. Again, I don't want to focus too much in on this, but apparently there has been, which it hasn't just been this isolated incident, there has been a lot of really, really toxic things going on Twitter in terms of people attacking and ridiculing the Black Clover fandom. I've seen some disgusting things, people attacking Yuki Tabata, the author of Black Clover's wife, talking about his wife. I've seen all really sorts of horrible things, and it's one thing, it's already bad enough when people are like slamming it. Like every time there's a big announcement about Jujutsu Kaisen doing well, for whatever reason, this little small group of people decide that they're going to use that as an opportunity to attack Black Clover fans, the Black Clover fandom franchise in general, and that's already toxic as it is. Then you're taking it up another notch and attacking Yuki Tabata's wife, writing certain things about her and this and that, which is even further of disgusting behavior. And then on top of that, you're actually going and attacking the accounts, the Twitter accounts of animators for the Black Clover anime. You're actually actively going out their way. And one of them, from, I guess, being just stressed out and everything that's been going on, because, you know, Black Clover gets a lot of slander and whatnot, had this to say. And again, this is Google Translate, so forgive me. You guys think I'm a low and medium animator who isn't very good at it, right? Do you think that people who have known for a long time haven't been surprised since the trade fair opening? When I talked to Yamakun the other day, if the restraint fee I got from one work, which again, I'm not really sure, but basically he went buck wild of like, yo, I get it. Y'all think I'm a low tier animator or whatnot, but I've gotten better and shit. And it's been one thing after another. I've seen some reports that I don't really want to get into it, of people saying like who these people that are attacking Black Clover really are. And it sounds really horrible. But again, I don't want to dive that deep into it. Point being is, don't be like this piece of shit. Don't be like this scumbag. Don't attack people because you don't like the comic book, or you have an issue with the comic book, or you have an issue with the fandom and whatnot. Don't start trolling, you know, talking about Tabata's wife. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, there's something wrong up here when you're doing really fucking stupid shit like that. So just don't be like these guys, and you'll be fine, because it's one thing to brag about a series that you like. It's another thing to be a little toxic about like, hey, my series is better than yours. You're taking it to a whole other level when you're attacking people's family, attacking animators, people that work on the shows, and all of this stuff. It's like, nah, stop that shit. That's big loser energy, okay? But I wanted to end this one on a really positive note, moving forward to some massive One Piece news. Eiichiro Oda, creator of One Piece, he had some words for Jump Festa at this particular point, and I'm going to dissect it because there's a couple of points that I myself, my opinion I have regarding certain things that he says, but let's read. Eiichiro Oda's message at Jump Festa 2021. Hello to everyone who's watching Jump Festa. This wasn't an easy year. Lots of people have been affected by the coronavirus. I want to give everyone in this industry a round of applause because of their hard work during all this year in such a surreal situation. It was a tough year. Regarding Jump, Kimetsu no Yaiba was amazing. I'm really happy it cheered up and made many kinds of people happy. Well done. That's how manga should be. Even I felt moved. I just gotta say that. This is already the second or third time that Oda brings up Demon Slayer. I don't know what it is. Maybe he feels a certain way, or maybe it's the competitive nature within him that, you know, Demon Slayer has absolutely trumped One Piece, but I don't know. I just find that a little bit funny, and again, it's just my opinion that it's like something there of Oda constantly bringing up Demon Slayer. Like, that's not his series for starters, so like, yeah, just had to throw that in there. Again, it's more than likely because he's, you know, been the lead guy in Jump, making all the biggest sales and breaking all the records, and now there's a new pony in this race that is, you know, kicking ass, and that's probably why he's already 2 or 3 times now brought up Demon Slayer in his comments. Let's talk about One Piece and this stage. One Piece is reaching chapter 1000 soon. By the time this letter is read, I'll have already handed the manuscript of chapter 1000, and I'll be meeting the voice actors, but I failed at this. It's a pity I couldn't go. Old men and women at the stage. Wait, that's not it. Old men and ladies on the stage. Are you all fine? Anyway, if I'm not there, the manuscript of chapter 1000 is more than done. Does it look good? Chapter 1000 will be published in the first issue of this new year. Nice timing. Along with the celebration of chapter 1000, there are a lot of projects in progress, so this first month of 2021 will be very exciting. Volume 100 will also be releasing in 2021, so it'll be an incredible year. Do you all want some exciting information regarding the story? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oda, what is it? Tell us. That redhead guy may move. The story is moving towards its final stage, so please enjoy next year as well. Yo, and I'm sure a bunch of people called it, but I'm just speaking on myself. Man, it was a few months ago now that I said, like, yo, any money bet that all the Yonko are gonna be here on Wano. Shanks is gonna get here some way, somehow. And like, Oda, that was a nice treat. Nice message, honestly, from Oda. You know, I said about the Demon Slayer thing, but whatever, it is what it is. That's just the competitive nature of the sport of, you know, creating manga and whatnot. But this is really, really dope, really awesome. Shouts out to One Piece, 1000 chapters incoming, volume 100 incoming as well. And that red-haired guy, Shanks, let's go! But I'm curious what you guys think about the stories we talked about. Thoughts on Toyotaro, the creator of, or author of Dragon Ball Super's manga, what he had to say, that being the best story he could create. Did that make you feel a certain way in terms of the quality of the story moving forward from the moral arc? Also, We Never Learn fans, the manga ending, that make you feel a certain way as well. Sad. Was it a good ending? Something along the lines of that. Black Clover controversy. Again, just don't be a scumbag. Don't bother people for no good reason. Being a piece of shit is never a good thing. And One Piece 1000, Oda's comments. Let's go. Oh, red-haired Shanks, baby. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode and the final episode covering Jump Festa 2021 of Forever News. Have an awesome day.
It's nights like this and times like this that I can give another hit, but I've got this inside a switch, a natural